I do. I think the Rockets are going to win tonight. Steph's going to be aggressive, but it's not going to be enough. I'm guaranteeing the Rockets win tonight.
Guaranteed.
Oh, guaranteed.
Their game, they took Houston out of their game mentally. Jalen Green, I love him, but he's going to have to learn how to, in big moments, you got to be big. You want to be touted as a superstar, you got to play like that.
Game 7 left the crowd speechless, but Buddy Hield had no doubts. In one of the most intense showdowns of the season, with all eyes watching, he stepped up when it mattered the most. While critics made bold predictions and the pressure kept rising, Buddy had one mission in mind: deliver. And he did just that. In this video, we break down exactly how Buddy responded to every expectation, overcame the noise, and showed what clutch basketball really looks like. Make sure you subscribe to NBA Showdown and hit that notification bell, because this is where you get the real breakdowns from real voices. Like the video if you believe Game 7 legends are made under fire. Before the ball was even tipped, Charles Barkley lit a fuse with his pre-game comments. Barkley guaranteed the Rockets would take the win, and even acknowledged that Steph Curry would need to be aggressive. But in his eyes, that aggression still would not be enough. That statement carried weight because Barkley is not known to make soft takes. His boldness added fuel to the Warriors' locker room fire and indirectly raised the stakes for every player who stepped on the court. Buddy Hield in particular likely heard that and felt the heat of expectation. It was not just about proving Barkley wrong, it was about redefining what the Warriors could be when it mattered most. That kind of talk has the power to push athletes to another gear, and Buddy certainly found his when the team needed him the most. That comment was not just a prediction, it was a challenge.
I do. I think the Rockets are going to win tonight. Steph's going to be aggressive, but it's not going to be enough. I'm guaranteeing the Rockets win tonight.
Guaranteed.
Oh, guaranteed.
When the dust settled, Buddy Hield did not jump into praise for himself. Instead, he redirected the spotlight entirely. He made it clear that his performance was not fueled by ego, but by faith. He credited God first and foremost, emphasizing that he was spiritually locked in and knew he had a duty to show up for his squad. In a time when most players would be basking in personal glory, Buddy reminded everyone that his success came from a place of purpose. That mindset is often what separates the good players from the great ones. He saw Game 7 not as pressure, but as a divine opportunity. It was about showing up not just for his team, but in alignment with something bigger than basketball. That is the kind of focus that leads to legendary moments. And Buddy showed exactly that kind of poise when it mattered most.
Yeah, all glory to God, man. Without him, this would not be possible. I was spiritually locked in, just keeping my mind right, and just talking to God, and just know I had to come through.
What makes Buddy Hield stand out is not just his gameplay, it is the character he brings with it. After going through an emotional roller coaster in Game 7, he still took a moment to show respect to the Houston Rockets. He called them a great team, credited their coaching, and acknowledged the challenge they posed throughout the game. That is rare in a high-stakes environment. Often, players are too caught up in the celebration or the rivalry to reflect on the opponent's effort. But Buddy made it clear. Houston did not just roll over, they came to compete. His words signaled that the victory meant more because it came against a worthy adversary. That level of maturity and sportsmanship is something that fans, analysts, and even other players take notice of. It shows that Buddy understands the game goes far beyond wins and losses. It is also about respect and growth.
But shout out to Houston. They're a great team. They bring it to us all night. Every game. And they stick with it, and they're well coached. They'll be special in the future to come.
When questioned by Shaquille O'Neal on how he managed to lock in and deliver under pressure, Buddy Hield gave a confident and composed response that revealed his professional mindset. He explained that he already knew what had to be done, and that he carries what he calls a next shot mentality. In high-stakes games like this, it is easy for even the best players to dwell on missed opportunities. But Buddy made it clear that he is not one of them. Instead, he focuses on staying locked in for the next possession and the next big moment. He also gave a nod to Steph Curry, calling him all-world, which highlighted the level of respect he has for his teammates. Buddy's answer was a masterclass in mental toughness, showing fans and young athletes that the difference between good and great players often lies in their ability to recover quickly and stay sharp in the biggest moments.
So my question is, when you miss the open shots that you're supposed to make, does Steph say something to you, or do you talk to yourself and say, I know I need to knock him down?
No, I already know what to do. I call Steph all world. I already know I'm all world what I do, and just next shot mentality, don't dwell on it.
Buddy also took a moment to speak about Draymond Green's role during the intense matchup. He emphasized that Draymond didn't let the referees get under his skin, and that his composure and leadership were vital for the team's energy and focus. Buddy referred to Draymond as the spirit animal of the squad, a term that speaks volumes about how important Green's presence is within that locker room. While many view Draymond as an emotional player who can sometimes get distracted by officiating, Buddy painted a different picture in this interview. He showed how Green's leadership kept the team aligned and focused, even in the face of the high pressure of Game 7. That kind of stability and internal leadership is something few teams have, and Buddy's praise reveals just how critical Draymond's role was in making their win possible. It was not just about stats or plays. It was about chemistry and mindset.
Today, he was not freaking with the refs. He didn't miss nobody. He was just being Draymond Green, all defensive player. He's our team leader. He's our spirit animal, and he was there for us. And today, and we just followed their lead, and we know how much this game meant for them, and we just collectively had a meeting, and we just figured it out.
Shaquille O'Neal closed the post-game dialogue by commenting on how the team managed to mentally dismantle the Houston Rockets. He expressed admiration for Draymond Green, but also didn't hesitate to say that if Draymond truly wants to be seen as a superstar, he needs to consistently step up in the biggest moments. This critique might sound tough, but it reflects the standard that legends are held to. Shaq's words emphasize that delivering during regular season games is one thing, but proving yourself in pivotal playoff moments is what defines careers. This sentiment mirrors how Buddy Hield approached the game too. He did not just play to show up, he played to dominate. Both the praise and the critique underlined the same idea, that the postseason is where real reputations are built. Buddy rose to the occasion, and Shaq's comments served as a reminder to everyone else that the bar for greatness is always high, and rightfully so.
Their game, they took Houston out of their game mentally. Jalen Green, I love him, but he's going to have to learn how to, in big moments, you got to be big. You want to be touted as a superstar, you got to play like that.
Buddy Hield's performance in Game 7 was more than just a stat line. It was a statement. From giving credit to God and recognizing the strength of the opposition, to highlighting the importance of team spirit and leadership, Buddy made it clear he was built for the moment. His next shot mentality, respect for his teammates, and overall composure show why he was the difference maker. While others might have cracked under pressure, Buddy thrived. His words after the game weren't just for the media. They were a message to every doubter and every competitor that he's not here to participate, he's here to win. And for fans, it was a reminder of why we watch the game in the first place. If you love NBA moments like this and want the raw reactions from your favorite players, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to NBA Showdown, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on the action.